more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let.
Today, I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 reasons why you should still buy the Galaxy S21 Ultra late in 2021. Let's check it out. Yo, what is up guys? Aaron here, and it's been a while since I posted, but I'm back at it again. And today we're gonna switch things up a little bit and do a little review of the Galaxy S21 Ultra and why you should be targeting this phone late in 2021. So I finally convinced my girlfriend to make the switch from Apple to Samsung, and this is what she ended up with, the Galaxy S21 Ultra. So I spent a lot of time with this phone and even compared it to my Note 10 Plus, which is still one of my favorite phones to this day. And I could have came up with 10 reasons or 15 reasons, but I kind of narrowed it down to 5. So I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 reasons why you should be targeting the S21 Ultra late in 2021. Let's check it out. First, let's start with the design and build quality. I always thought that the S21 Ultra was a sweet looking phone, but this new matte navy that Samsung quietly released just hits different. I mean, this thing is just freaking sexy. Honestly, it has to be my top 1 or top 2 favorite looking phones when it comes to design. The matte finish just looks super clean and in my opinion is a huge improvement over the S20 and even my Note 10 Plus, which brings me to my next point, the build quality. This thing is built like a truck, and even when I compared it with my Note 10 Plus, you can definitely feel a difference in the build quality. I feel pretty confident that I can drop this phone multiple times and still have no issues, which I'm not gonna try, but you know what I mean. The S21 Ultra is a bit thick at 0.35 inches, but it's pretty tall in height and narrow in width, making it easy to use with one hand. The phone weighs in about 230 grams, which is a bit on the heavier side, but it's understandable just knowing how well this phone is built. Overall, I think it's a great looking phone, especially this color right here, and the build quality is top notch. Oh, and guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. It'll really help out this channel, and I'll always appreciate your guys' support. But anyways, let's move on. And the second reason is the display. And it's probably my favorite reason as well. Samsung has always been known for their gorgeous displays, but this one really stands out. It's rocking a 6.8-inch AMOLED display that produces really nice colors. Even when comparing it to my Note 10 Plus, you can definitely see a difference. Is it a huge difference? Not really, but it's there. The screen is also noticeably brighter at about 1500 nits, making it easier to see, especially out in broad daylight. So Aaron, is that it? Just slightly better colors and a brighter screen? No. The biggest difference and my favorite part about this phone is the 120Hz display. The S21 Ultra can support Quad HD resolution with the 120Hz refresh rate at the same time, thanks to the 888 Snapdragon processor. But do note that the refresh rate is not constant 120 and that it's adaptive. So for example, if you're gaming, it'll be at 120Hz, but if you're watching movies, it'll probably bump down to 60, and if you're doing something static like reading a book, then it'll jump down to 10. So the phone will pretty much adjust the frame rate depending on what type of content you're viewing, which is really easy on the battery, and we'll get into that later. Overall, it's an amazing display, and it really surprised me. The best way to describe it is, for you gamers out there especially, if you guys have ever made the switch from a 60Hz monitor to a 144Hz monitor, you can definitely see a difference, right? It's like that, but maybe even better. And my third reason, and it's an obvious one, is the camera. A whopping 108 megapixel for the main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and 2 10 megapixel telephoto lenses. There's also a 40 megapixel camera in the front, so if you want to look good for the gram, it's probably the phone for you. Anyways, the picture quality of the S21 Ultra is actually pretty impressive and sometimes looks better than the Canon DSLR that I'm currently using. The camera is capable of 100 times zoom, which I believe is the first in its class, and is quite impressive for such a small sensor. Both the front and rear camera can shoot 4K videos at 60 frames a second. However, the rear camera is also capable of shooting at 8K at 24 frames a second. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on the camera, but I will be making a comparison video of the S21 Ultra camera to the DSLR that I'm using right now, so stay tuned. Number 4, we got the battery life, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of the performance specs as well. Battery life is so crucial to me and is probably one of the most important aspects of a phone. The S21 Ultra has a 5000 mAh battery to power up the beefy Snapdragon 888 processor. That's 700 mAh larger than both my Note 10 Plus and the newly released iPhone 13 Pro Max, and 1300 mAh larger than the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The S21 Ultra is rated to last 11.5 hours with pretty heavy usage, which is plenty to last you the whole day, but of course your mileage may vary. The phone is capable of 25 watt fast charging, not as fast as the 45 watt on my Note 10 Plus or the 65 watt on the OnePlus 9 Pro, but still fast enough and much healthier for the battery. I will note that Samsung did take the Apple route and did not include a charger. I understand their decision, but at this price point, it would have been nice to include a charger. And speaking of price, my fifth and final reason is that the price. And I know what you're thinking, $1,200 is not cheap. But at the time of recording this video, we got Black Friday coming up, we got Christmas coming up, and actually if you go on Samsung.com right now, as we speak, you can get $200 off a brand new S21 Ultra. And with all the news on the S22 circulating, who knows, the prices might drop even more. I mean, the phone's only been out about half a year, so get it while you can. So if you guys are looking for a top-of-the-line phone at a discounted price, I think this is the one to get. And I think right now is the time to do it. Who knows, I might be upgrading myself, so we'll see. Anyways guys, that was my top 5 reasons why you should get the S21 Ultra late in 2021. I hope that helped. And if you guys do currently own this phone, let me know how you guys think on the comments below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment. I'll always appreciate your support. That's it for me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.